This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Big Dom is suspended for the Cowboys game. He cannot be on the sideline. Also, I will talk about Fred Warner, somewhat dissing Big Dom, and he's saying Greenlaw could have did him worse. And CJ Gardner-Johnson, yes, a former Eagle, has something to say about that and the keys to victory against the Cowboys. But let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into it. Let's talk about Big Dom, man. Big Dom is officially suspended for the Cowboys game, according to Adam Schefter. I personally think this is an overreaction. I think this is an overreaction. You know, I feel like both guys should have been fined and they should have kept it at that because both of them even said like they talked on the phone, pieced it up, some miscommunication, misunderstanding. But for them to suspend the head of security, it doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense. And what doesn't make any sense is that the Greenlaw dude gets fined 10K for the fight on the sideline. But remember that little scuffle that Jalen Carter had and he came off the field like crying or whatever because he was so frustrated? He got fined 16K for doing that. But Greenlaw get fined 10K for that chaos on the sideline. Makes absolutely no sense. I don't know how the fines work. I believe Jalen Carter should appeal it. If he can't get it removed, at least get it reduced because that makes absolutely no sense. But again, I think the league is overreacting to the Big Dom thing. And that was Dom's first time ever getting to something like that. It wasn't like it's a repeated offense. But social media has influence, unfortunately, or sometimes fortunately, because without social media, I wouldn't be here. But let me not get off topic. I think it was the social media and things like that getting to them because they probably felt like, especially 49ers fans, like, yo, why is he not getting in trouble, this and that, even though Dom was doing his job. Looked like a fight was about to break out and he was trying to break it up. But Greenlaw put his hand all in his face like he did too much. From the tackle, from the rip, he did too much. And Big Dom was doing his job, which I guess in that situation, he's not supposed to step in or whatever. But yeah, man, I think it was overreaction. But Fred Warner, like all these athletes nowadays, have a podcast and he spoke about the situation. And this is what Fred Warner had to say about the Big Dom and the Greenlaw situation.
And I told the huddle, I'm like, hey, we got to do this for my guy.
Did you think the ejection was too harsh?
Shouldn't have been ejected.
He overstepped, and Dre was like, caught that overstepping, was like, get out of here.
Well, you're lucky that Dre didn't do more.
After the head loss, there's a video of the guy, and he says, we'll get him back. With his feathers puffed up like a peacock.
People who just looking for attention, like, and you just getting involved when you don't need to. It's like, what are you, like, I don't know. It was just a lot.
This guy's wild.
Dre got to know that people are always looking to, like, try and get him riled up. He's got a red dot on him. Hey, you can't take that wolf out the wolf dog.
How was he after you saw him?
It's as if he didn't have a care in the world. It's as if nothing happened. He's in the tunnel, fully dressed, got his cologne on, and sees me. He's like, we got him, oh yeah, like just hyped up. I'm like, you just got it.
First of all, he's laughing at Big Dom because he said we're going to get them next time. Like he's like, yeah, we're going to beat them again. These dudes are too cocky. Come on, Eagles. We got to knock these dudes off next time. They are way too cocky, first of all. Second, he talking about Greenlaw would have did a head of security worse. Greenlaw, phenomenal at football. Because you're good at football doesn't mean you're a good fighter. This dude is head of security. He will knock the mess out of Greenlaw in the fight. Let's be honest. He will beat the mess out of him in the fight. So don't try to play out Big Dom like he's some softy. Like the dude is head of security of an NFL team. I'm pretty sure the Eagles, billion-dollar organization, hired the best of the best. So don't try to say like he could have did him worse, this and that. It's not the case. And even CJ Gardner-Johnson's like, look, when you don't want none of Big Dom, like, trust me, Dre did not want none of Big Dom. That's what CJ Gardner-Johnson had to say, something in that matter. And now I'm rocking with CJ Gardner-Johnson because none of our players are saying anything. You know, they letting everything ride. They want to talk about other stuff, this and that. But man, CJ Gardner-Johnson, not even on the Eagles, taking up for the Eagles. Like these 49er guys, fans, the players, they are annoying. They are very annoying. So again, shout out to CJ Gardner-Johnson keeping it a buck. I even comment on that post like, man, just come home, bro. Like you're on a 1-year deal. After your 1-year deal's done, just come back to Philly. Philly is your home, not the Saints. Philadelphia is your home. I miss that toughness. I miss that grittiness because we're missing that. I thought Reed Blankenship was going to bring that. And Reed Blankenship, you know, he plays at a high level. He's going to be a Pro Bowler, but we're missing that, man. I said that about signing Ndamukong Suh. Like, we're missing that bully. I mean, Jalen Carter can be that guy, but Jalen Carter is a rookie and he got to fix his image because of the car accident thing. And Brandon Graham is older. Like, Brandon Graham going to talk his trash, but we need that young, feisty guy or a straight feisty guy, no nonsense type of guy. And that was Ndamukong Suh, that no nonsense older vet type guy. And the young wild pit bull was CJ Gardner-Johnson. We missing that young wild pit bull. You got guys like Slay. He's not that. He's worried about retirement. James Bradbury laid back and cool. Like we don't have that guy. We just simply don't. You know, we got good players, but we don't have that pit bull. We don't. So again, shout out to CJ Gardner-Johnson, man. I'm telling you, after that 1-year deal, just come back to Philly, man. Just come back to Philly. Everything will be forgiven. 2 guys I missed that left, like big time. CJ Gardner-Johnson and TJ Edwards. I miss those 2 so much, man. And I was a TJ Edwards fan from the start. I'm like, yo, when he developed, he's going to be a really good player because he knew how to tackle. He was very athletic. But I'm like, man, if he learned how to cover and actually play on the defensive side of the ball because he was such a good special teamer, I'm like, he got a future. And I'm happy the things he's doing on the individual level in Chicago. It's a damn shame we let him go to Chicago and he's losing like that, but he's playing at a high level. And we lose CJ Gardner-Johnson to the Lions. Even though he's hurt, he brings an element to the Detroit Lions. Trust me, he's going to bring a high element when he come back. So shout out to those 2 guys. All right, so let's talk about the keys to victory of beating the Cowboys. First key is always my first key. Win the game. Just win the game. We can debate about what happened in the game, what frustrated us in the game, or what made us happy. But going to it, winning the game. Offensive side of the ball. Can't start slow. Can't start slow, and you got to finish drives. Can't go up 6-0 on 2 field goals like last game. You have to score on your drives. Look, man, I hate to chant this, but get the run established. I don't want to say just simply run the ball. Establish the run. Don't throw us 3 straight times. Don't throw it 4 straight times. You got to get it going because Cowboys, they coming for blood. They want that first place and they believe they have a chance. Possibly not getting first place in the NFC, but you know how they big on the division. The division is their Super Bowl. So they're going to try to win this game. And we need this game, not just for the division, but the first round bye. So we have to win this game. Have to win this game. And it can't be because of slow starts. Because our defense is, and what I see is happening is that our offense is not sustaining drives. And what's happening is that our defense is getting tired. Like, imagine if we scored long touchdowns, like we up 14-0 instead of 6-0, you know, against the 49ers. We can't do that. We get drives like that again going against the Cowboys. It got to go for 6. We got to get 6, man. So, yeah, man, that's what I want us to do. Establish the run, score the touchdowns. You know, Dallas Goedert be back, so hopefully the offense look better. Hopefully A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith look better. Even though last game, individual level, they played at a high level. Jalen Hurts, he just simply did not trust Stoll. So hopefully Dallas got to get open on these dudes because, Dallas got to want revenge. He had to miss games because of the Cowboys. So we got to get that going. O-line, a lot of people have been going at the O-line as far as the run defense. Yes. Run offense on the O-line hasn't been that great, but the pass protection has been good, in my opinion. It's just that I don't know if the routes are taking too long to develop or is Jalen Hurts dropping his eyes too fast. I don't see Jalen Hurts as a one-read quarterback, in my opinion. I think he made multiple reads. Sometimes the play call is just too vanilla or people just going vertical all the freaking time. So we definitely got to fix that. Right, so let's go into the defensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball can't allow 6 straight touchdowns. No matter what the offense is doing, you can't allow 6 straight touchdowns. No. Find a way to slow down CeeDee Lamb. You slow down CeeDee Lamb, you win this game. You simply win this game. It's that plain and simple on the defensive side of the ball. They don't really have a run game. I don't like Pollard that much. I know they got the other guy in the backfield. I don't really like him that much either. But if you slow down CeeDee Lamb, I'm not scared of Brandon Cooks. Ferguson, they got a guy and him too, but they got to trust Bayer on these tight ends. They did it with Kelsey, and Bayer did one hell of a job. You got to stick to that formula, and you got to know what personnel is out there. I never want to see Zach Cunningham on CeeDee Lamb. Never want to see that. But the Cowboys motion so much, or they have been motioning so much, they try to get those matchups. You got to have like a Slay or somebody follow him, or have Roby or somebody follow him. I never want to see a linebacker on CeeDee Lamb. Hell, change up your personnel. Leave one linebacker out there and have multiple safeties and DBs out there to keep the speed on the field. Sidney Brown is really good at that. If you got to just keep Shaq Leonard or Zach Cunningham on the field most of the time, do that. Play those dime packages. But that's all I got today. That's the way we could win this game. Special teams could continue to do what you do. Doing one hell of a job to Jake Elliott, to Britton Covey. We're doing one hell of a job, man. Let's go win this game in Dallas. Let's bring out the broom. We need this one. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? All right, Big Dom news, beating the Cowboys. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.